Relating back to the previous video, we used a Z remesher to make a new mesh with smoother geometry. The only problem with that is that Z remesher creates geometry that's very simple and it lacks the detail of the original. In this video, I'll show you how to use projection to transfer that detail from the original model back onto the Z remeshed model. Now I have these two subtools here. The first one here is the original one. So if I will click on the screen to soloize it, by the way, I'm using the same option here in the edit and allow click to solo. So if I click here, it will solo or unsolo my subtool. So here you can see this is, if I'll turn on, just go back, I'll go to this skin shade mode. If I will press Shift F, so you can see it's a quite messy like a wireframe, but you can still see basically the better is if I've used the basic material, and you can see how detailed it is. You can see all the details back here. You can see details on his head, you can see detail on his teeth here. He have ears and so many things are sunking in and moving outwards. So a lot of details are here. It's a original detail model. Now if I will go to the below subtool, this is Z remeshed. So if I press Shift F, you can see a really nice topology is there. However, there is no detail because we lost the detail in the process of Z remeshing. Now here I will tell you how you can bring back those detail and what tool will help you. So the tool that we will use here is called a project tool. So if I will go to the project tool here, now make sure they both are visible, otherwise it will not project. Okay, and there should be only two subtools, the original one and the one that you want to project. Otherwise it will start projecting the whole thing. So always keep two objects on your two subtools on your area in your project, original and the one on which you want to do the projection. Now I'm on the Z remeshed one. I will rename this one and call it Z remeshed so I can differentiate between both of them. I will press enter, then I will go to this one, rename it to original. Now I will go back to the Z remeshed. Now the reason it's not showing the top one because I'm in a solo mode, that is fine, but you must make sure both of the eyes are clicked, and that means they are visible. You can be in the solo mode, but you have to make sure the eyes are basically visible here. Now here what I will do is that I will simply go in the project option and I will not play with these things. I think these are pretty much okay. You don't have to worry about these. You just have to press project all. So as soon as you will press project all, you will notice it is trying to bring the detail. Now some details are there, but as this is not highly subdivided, there is no higher subdivision over here. So it's I cannot bring up all the details. So simple, what I need to do, Control D to subdivide it, and then I will press project all again. Before I did it without subdividing, now I'm doing it again with the subdivision. So project all, and you can see things are coming back. Now I will subdivide it one more time and project all. Now you can see it's keep on coming. So what I'm doing here is that I'm subdividing and then I'm projecting all. Otherwise it will not work if you are not approaching with this method. So subdivide, bring your projection details, okay, and this is how it will work. But you might have to stop at some moment because maybe the subdivide might make your computer slower, and then you cannot go further, because now I feel like my computer is become a little slower. But for the sake of this project, I will press Ctrl D again to subdivide it. Okay, so you can see I have this many polygons, and I will press project all. And as you are adding more subdivision, Control D, Control D, Control D, so it will take more time to project the details. As many subdivision it will find on your project, it will take more time to project all the details. So what it is only, what exactly behind at the back it is doing, it is taking the details and projecting on your current subtool, which is my subtool which I Z-remeshed. So to get finer uh, details, it have to be subdivided couple of times. And what it do is that it will never compromise with my topology. It will keep my topology as it is. You can see on the screen. Only thing what it's doing is that it's trying to bring all those details which I lost during the remesh process. Now I think this is enough, and you can see that I have let me turn off my wireframe, and you can see now I got all the details. Even the smaller details are there. You can see that. I can subdivide it more, but what will happen will make my computer slower. But you know, I have a lot of good details now back on. And if I press Shift F, and you can see my topology is maintained. So it didn't change my topology, and at the same time it brought all my details back. So this is how you do the projection. You keep the original on the top, and you keep the one on which you want to do the projection below. There should be not more than two. There should be only original, and there should be the one on which you are going to apply the projection. And you just have to go to project all. These settings I don't usually change. I keep it as it is. And if you might want to change it, that maybe is your choice, but I don't usually change it. And if I'm not getting a quite good result, so I subdivide it by pressing Ctrl D, or you can go to the geometry and you can manually subdivide. So I have 5 level of subdivision here, and you can see that as I will go lower, so I will be starting losing the detail which I brought. But here you can see that I have brought it back on my screen. Okay, so this is pretty much it. So now if you go through these subdivision level, you can see that we have all the subdivision level as well. Okay, and if we go below, we will lose the detail. If we will go higher, we will restore the detail. So now if you want, you can go to the original one, which is the chaotic one. And let me do one thing. Let me show you the original and the Z rematch. Now there is no such difference. There is no difference in it at all right now at this stage. So I will just go to the original. I can delete the original and press OK. You can do that, but you have to make sure if you are satisfied. I'm satisfied. I have a very good topology, and I have a very good detail back here. So guys, if you have liked my video, if you have enjoyed my video, please click on the like button, and I will be uploading some new lessons, tutorials, live sessions, and full courses along with other useful videos. So don't forget to click on the bell icon so you can get all those notifications. I will highly appreciate if you will give shout out to my channel on your social media account, which will help me to get more subscribers, and this will really motivate me to create more content for you all. So guys, thanks a lot for your support, and please continue supporting me, and take care of yourself till we meet for the next lesson.